Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults, and the opinions expressed do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. We'd like to hear from you. Give us a call at 419-528-TDRK to leave a voicemail, and we just may play it on the show. So, Chris, I think we made a tactical error.
Didn't wear boots.
No boots. So when I came to you and said we should pin the release schedule to You Look Nice Today's, you should have told me not to do that.
Oh, yeah, well, what are you going to do? Life's a bitch.
Yes, it is. So, but we're back, I guess.
Yeah, for all you people who wanted this, now it is.
Yep.
You're going to be like, why did I spend so much time wanting this?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man, be careful what you ask for.
This is lame.
The monkey's paw podcasting.
I never noticed before. These guys are fucking losers.
Yeah, no, the tragedy is we're wasting everybody's lives, not just our own.
It's good to have company.
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Kris and Kole Ross.
So, Chris, what episode is this?
Shit if I know, man.
It is 124. Your name is?
Kris.
My name is Kole, and we're here to entertain your asses. Yeah, so we're sorry about that. But sometimes things happen, as we said in the intro. And we thank you for your patience and for checking in and saying, hey, we want this back, you know.
I was just playing hard to get.
Yeah. Oh, well, but we're here. And for those of you who maybe joined the network since we last podcasted several months ago, and you're not familiar with the format here, we're just talking. We're just talking about stuff. You know, we tell stories and we react to them. And yeah, Chris, can you tell me a story?
I can. That is what we do.
It is.
As you just described.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to not go with what I was going to go with and do something that's more in line with what we talk about.
Okay. You're not going to talk about the Nikkei index?
Yeah. Whatever that is.
Yeah, no. Pork belly futures.
The article reads, it was supposed to be a nice moment. Pope Francis, the coolest pope ever, in the course of calling for calm in the Ukraine, had a couple of little kids release 2 doves over St. Peter's Square in a gesture of peace. But apparently in the animal world, as in the human world, we can't have nice moments. As tens of thousands of faithful watch the birds take flight, a black crow and a seagull attacked the peaceful pair, with one losing some feathers and the other getting pecked repeatedly.
That is awesome.
It was not immediately clear what happened to the doves as they flew off.
That's even better. That's even better than what I suspected.
Bird stuff.
Yeah, bird stuff. I know, right? So I was just picturing that these doves would be released and then they'd be caught by stray gunfire from the nearby, you know, from the nearby fracasses.
These times is tough.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody yelled, "Pull at the Pope."
Yep. I don't think you can yell "pull at the Pope." I think that you're actively dissuaded.
Pull.
Who would you rather have against you? The Secret Service or the Vatican assassins?
The Secret Service.
Yeah.
At least you could party before they killed you.
That is true. Oh man, what was that movie? First Kid. It was like Sinbad as the Secret Service agent. I
own the whole collection.
Oh yeah, the entire Sinbad Criterion line.
Yeah,
House Guest. Jingle All the Way.
Wow, you're much more adept at this than I ever dreamt I could be.
Yeah, we're headed there.
Or wanted to.
Huh. Yeah, so, you know, God's got doves, Satan's got crows. Let's burn this mother down.
Seagull.
Yeah, well, the seagull was just there. So
a dove apparently looks like a giant flying French fry.
Yeah. Well, let's be fair here. A seagull is just a crow in whiteface. So, you didn't seem too pleased with that.
No, I'm getting some malicious malware.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I got a pop-up that said that I need to clean my RAM space.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I think it might actually be telling you to clean out your Dodge Ram, which you're going to buy. It's real weird the way they target these things.
I don't own a Dodge.
You will at these low introductory rates.
There is a parking lot in Mansfield, Ohio, where you can, in the summertime, drive through a McDonald's, drive literally 100 yards, and feed seagulls French fries.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one. This is getting hyper local. The one out in front of Kohl's.
No, well, you could probably do it there. That's not where I do it. Oh. I do it behind the Japanese steakhouse.
Oh, yeah, in front of the Gabriel Brothers
like an
shit
adult.
House. Yeah, like a gentleman. Yeah. So you go there and you just did you just like hold them out in your open hand and have them nest there? Did they coo? Did they coo and rub up against your cheek and then fly away and then you go get deloused?
Cats of the sky.
Yeah, cats of the sky. Chicken of the sea, cats of the sky, tigers of caves.
Mice and men.
Yeah, the mice of men. Yeah. So, in other church news, you have to adapt to modern times in these global pandemic days of flu season and just everybody getting sick for really no reason. It's
Hammurabi's code.
Exactly. Yeah. So the Catholic Church, again, not to make this the Catholic cast, but we like to draw connections and do segues and such. Instead of just releasing crow food into the air in the name of Ukrainian peace, they're also at least one particular one in Palm Desert, California, saying, hey, it might not be a good idea for us to pass these cups around when we have 10,000 people at mass and have them all sipping up on the same wine glass for consecrated wine. So instead of having silver goblets or whatever they do for their savior blood, they have
silver goblins.
Goblets. Yes, they get silver goblins from the caves and then they squeeze them out in some kind of consecrated centrifuge, and that's where communion wine comes from. Yeah. So they're no longer doing that. They're using little paper cups. So you're taking your communion from a Dixie cup, because everybody knows that bacteria cannot find purchase on waxed paper.
It can't.
I mean, it's science, Chris.
Well, you're not sharing.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's really all it was. But yeah, it's quote Dr. Russell Grant, who advised on this. It's common sense to do that. The virus is spreading through droplets and touching. In addition, instead of telling people to shake hands and hug, for fellowship or whatever, it's more like just give a kind nod, make eye contact, and say bless you.
Like a brother, where you put your chin up, or like a white person where you put your chin down?
Okay, so here's the thing: I nod like a black person.
Like what up, dog? Up, dog?
Yeah, no. Like I do the head pull back. So I never got that comparison, like that Chris Rockian, white dudes be all nodding like, ugh, and I never got that. But so they say a kind of nod. So maybe you're shaking your head like, no, you fucked my wife. I don't want to bless you. I'm going to shake no to you and tell you to go to hell.
It's funny how black people want to know what's up and white people want to know what's going down.
Which, don't do that. Sorry. I just don't.
That's a bit.
It is a bit. The 90s, man. Also, they are outlawing, at least for a time, the mucus tasting.
Hey, Cole, have you ever had sex while you were camping?
No.
It's intense.
See, that's more my style. That's what these. I get that. That's good. We shine the wordplay light and we're down. Huh.
There it is. Wordplay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gone with neon.
It's also a little. I would have gone a little bit lighter on the fog machine. A little bit light. It's getting a little hard to breathe in here.
Strobing's making me dizzy.
Yeah. And that Aphex Twin is real loud. The neighbors are going to complain. The neighbors are none too pleased. But, say a tiny disposable cups for communion wine, as I do at home, Yeah.
Then there's Skrillex too. He smashes records with a sledgehammer.
Yeah. Oh, man. Instead of giving people tarps, it's like people wearing those latex body gimp suits.
No, riot shields.
Yep. Chris, tell me a story.
A man from upstate New York has been charged in a very bizarre case. The 44-year-old was charged with threatening to kill former President Bush. He shouted, "Bush will get his," upon his arrest, and told the Secret Service that he was working on a relationship with Barbara Bush, not the mom, but the daughter.
Barr? Yeah.
Barr?
Yeah.
Yeah. Authorities tracked him down via cell phone after his mother called police to say that she found a weird note in his room. The 44-year-old man had his mom find a note in his room.
I think that was a plot point in 7. Go ahead.
He said, "I'm going to work for George W. Bush and the Pentagon. I have to slay a dragon, and then Barbara Bush is mine."
She's his princess. She is his basement princess.
He told police that he was he was merely working on a relationship with Barbara Bush.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, with a gun.
Yeah.
And bombs.
Sometimes you have to go big or go home, right?
Have a heart.
Or it's either go big or go home, or go way too big and go to jail forever.
What is love? It's a Molotov cocktail with a heart drawn on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a love letter.
Be mine.
Yeah. It's a Molotov cocktail with made in a bottle of the world's most romantic wine, thrown into an empty bubble bath.
Scavenged from a dumpster behind a very, very nice restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. What am I, made of money? I'm trying to marry into this. I'm going to be your sugar daddy, Bar. I'm going to be your sugar daddy, Bar. Oh, man. That's crazy.
You can buy that on a stick, actually.
I know. But you have to be careful not to get it stuck to your back. Yeah. People think you're exercising while you try and get it. What's that?
Not a loofah.
No. Come on. Let's just get serious here. Yeah, so where was he caught again? Sorry, I saw the story, but I didn't.
He was caught in New York.
Yeah, okay, yeah. A lot of stuff happening up there. These bridge things. Heard about this? Seen this? No. We're recording this on Superb Owl Sunday. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. It's like Ghostbusters 2. That is a big Twinkie.
Surprised they made it.
Yeah. Surprised they made it, and also that they are trying to work on Ghostbusters 3 for 2 decades. But okay. So speaking of people being, gunned down by the police, although I guess the Bobcat wasn't gunned down. But in any case, something we like to talk about a lot here is archaic weaponry. Usually it's katanas. Usually it's in Florida. But why don't we talk about some spears in California? Yes, which is my new reality show, Real Spears of California.
I think you're going racial there.
No, I'm not. Come on.
You can't say, a white person cannot say spear.
Well, how would you describe a blade on the end of a stick? A distance knife?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so
it's better than what I could come up with. I'll go with your answer.
Okay, cool. So there's a guy named Stephen Burke Pedersen, because there are 2 T's. What? Stephen Burke Pedersen. Pederist. Yeah, Stephen Burke Pederist. See, he earned his middle name by waving his distance knife around in the middle of traffic and then a parking lot. The police were flagged down because he was behaving strangely, and the police were all like, "Well, I guess we got to shoot him." So they shot him. Yeah, both they were so threatened. Turned out that he had a sidearm on him, but he was running around swinging his distance knife. Yeah.
Good thing he had a gun.
I know. Oh, man, everybody's safer when you have guns.
They planted it on him.
Oh, yeah. That's true. So the police believed he was between 25 and 35 years old, which is, strangely enough, when most mental illnesses kick in. So
What age?
He was between 25 and 35.
And that's when when shit gets cray-cray?
Oh, yeah. That's when you turn into the messed up version of yourself that you're ultimately going to be. So some people are like, yeah, I'm going to pick up a distance knife. Some people decide to podcast. It's all good. Yeah.
Good enough for me.
Yeah. So deputy-involved shootings are what they call those.
I thought that it's cop-assisted suicide.
Oh, man. Dead in a hail of police gunfire. One of the top 10 ways to go. But the shitty thing about this, and what I don't understand is, why would you shoot somebody like this? Because I want answers. I think that he has stuff to teach us.
I don't. I mean, I think if you're doing that, you're probably not giving too many answers that make sense.
Well, no, but like it's all a code. So at the very least, have him say it. Let's collect it, get it into the massive infosphere, and eventually someday, centuries down the line, we will process that, in our big data computers, and then spit out some kind of answer. He's probably like all these people who are running around in these parking lots spouting out gibberish. That could actually be code, and they're contributing to a grand tapestry of some kind of cosmic truth that we're ignoring because we're just kind of like, I don't know. He's waving a distance knife around. We just have to. I guess we have to shoot him. And then he's gone. He's gone forever. Also, he looks kind of like the sidekick from Sideways.
Great.
Yeah.
That actually plays very well into this. Maybe we can combine the two into some sort of study on our own here. In that a Colorado high school student walked into his cafeteria, doused himself in oil, and set himself on fire, burning 80% of his body and leaving everyone around him grasping for answers. The 16-year-old is hospitalized in critical condition. He posted a note on his Facebook that said, "This is not someone's fault. I have planned this for years. If anyone says they know why I did this, nobody knows and nobody will."
Jesus.
Maybe there are no answers. Maybe it's just part of a plan.
Huh.
Maybe somebody at 12 decided that at 26 and a half they were going to, wave a distance knife.
Yeah. Just he was. So some men are born for greatness. Some people are born for self-immolation. My theory is this guy was such a huge Rage Against the Machine fan that he liked that one album that had the photo of that monk burning in protest. He was like, "Yeah, let's get that happening up in here." So then he went and did it. He lived his dream, and he's still alive, so he can provide us with answers.
Well, yeah, except for his lips burn off.
Oh, well, he can probably like do the little Morse code blinky thing like that guy from Star Trek. Yeah, in the courtroom scene. I don't know. So was this on his blog, or was it on his, or was it just in his personal diaries?
Social media.
Social media. Okay, cool. So. Yeah.
Explain why you self-immolated in 160 characters. Shit be fucked.
Oh, man. You know what? I totally attributed that to, okay, so it is Rage Against the Machine who had that on their album cover, but I think that it was also on, I was about to say the Dead Kennedys, which was my initial answer, on the cover for the single to Holiday in Cambodia, which I should have gone with, because saying he's a Dead Kennedys fan makes me sound like I know about the Dead Kennedys rather than the Rage Against the Machine, and I would rather be associated with the Dead Kennedys than Rage Against the Machine.
I know nothing about either.
No?
Nope, nothing.
Dead Kennedys, pretty good. Funny.
Couldn't name one song.
Couldn't name a single song of either?
Nope.
Can you guess a song title based on the band names?
Rat in a Cage.
Okay. Which one is that?
I don't know.
It's their joint.
Yeah. Rage Against the Kennedys?
Rage Against the Kennedys.
I think we did that for a few decades.
A little bit, yeah. Until the last of them died in that skiing accident along with Sonny Bono.
Right?
Yeah, it was real crazy. No, Rage Against
They were sharing a helmet.
No, Rage Against the Kennedys. It's Tom Morello and Jello Biafra. It's their side project. Oh, man. Band jokes, saying things that Chris doesn't know about.
Produced by Elvis Costello's ego.
Oh, man. Strangely enough, more expensive than Elvis Costello himself. Huh, that is funny. I don't know. So I'm real creeped out by the idea.
Everything by life?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Social interaction?
Come on.
Money?
just in general.
Resident Evil?
I am really, really scared of Resident Evil. Although I think that is the purpose of those games is to be spooky. But no, I'm like so I'm in general I'm freaked out by having the DARE officers watching people's Facebook. Is DARE still a thing?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
You've got a kid. Does she get indoctrinated by that?
No, they're more worried about like bank accounts. They have banks around from the community come in and give them like little piggy banks and talk about how to save money.
Oh, that's cool. I dig that.
That's like the normal stuff that they do.
Okay, cool.
Which is fine because they never taught us any of that.
No. All they told us was that smoking weed would be would kill you, like not even once. It would make you turn into a skeleton. No, but like I've always said it. I've probably said it 15,000 times on this show, which is everybody should, like, it should be mandatory that people take a course in statistics, a course in personal finance, and a course in public speaking.
I dropped statistics, actually.
What?
I dropped it. It was horrible.
Really?
Oh, horrible. I did 2 days, and I said, mm-mm.
I feel like having a basic understanding of statistics is like that is prerequisite to like living in society. Just because
100%
people
of me hated it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good story.
That's what I learned in that class that I can't say.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. I like the idea of teaching kids to save money, to be frugal, right? So that's cool. But like so. High schools that have dare officers trawling on Facebook looking for the parties and looking for vag pics and whatnot, that bugs me. But like maybe like if somebody just noticed
15-year-old vag pics,
well, they put it up there. They're, I guess that's not on Facebook. That's more of a Snapchat thing. So much has happened since we last recorded. It's like it's bubbling up within me. Like Snapchat is now a thing. Like
I've heard about it. I've never done it. What is it?
Okay, so I've done it with some friends because it's like just real goofy, but it's like picture chat. So you take a picture and then you put a caption on it and you send it over to them. Yep,
that could get out of control real fast.
And here's how out of control it gets. So when this is two old men discuss apps here, but so you send the picture and then the person has a certain amount of time to look at it before it's a quote unquote gone forever. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's living in a server somewhere and they're just amassing this database of future presidents' dick pics.
My computer is not that new, but it does have a print screen button.
Actually, so if you do the little screenshot trick on iOS, pressing the home button and the sleep button together and take a screenshot of it sends an alert back to the person. So they know, which you still have a picture.
So they know. What are they going to do about it?
Exactly. So I've got a picture of your gaper. But so they know. So that's the magic is like you send that over and then it's like it's like that box from the beginning of Inspector Gadget, right? It blows up and then it goes away. But yeah. So the idea is that teenagers are just sending pictures of their genitals all day and all night, and yeah. Sorry, that is literally all of it. But yeah. So instead of a dare officer trawling for that, like maybe somebody could like look at this kid saying, "Nobody asked me why I do this. I've known I'm going to do it forever." Blah blah blah. I know that like fucked up people vague book all the time and say weird stuff like that, but like maybe if you see something, say something. If you're in these paranoid times, I don't know. It's been 10 years since I've been in high school, but it kind of I would just be terrified of
that. It's a long time. You're old.
I know, right? How am I still walking around?
I don't know. It's bad. Why didn't you self-immolate?
I don't need a reason to do this.
Like 4 times a day.
Yeah, I do that instead of taking a shower.
Well,
yeah, you know how chinchillas take dust baths? I take ash baths. Oh man, did I ever tell you about the time my friend set himself on fire?
No.
Yeah, no, It was when I was in college. We were standing on the front porch, and he was wearing this. Like sweater, like a knit wool sweater kind of thing.
Oh wait, yeah, I think you did.
Yeah. Well, he was lighting a cigarette, and then just this blue flame like danced up his arm. And he was like, whoa, and again, he got it out, but like it was a combination of like the body oils and the lint just going up and burning very, very intensely. But yeah. I'm just saying, if we put these people's ravings together, we'll eventually get some kind of cosmic truth. We just have to know what to listen for.
I think that if we just let it go, like peanut allergy,
yeah,
we could probably weed out some of the less desirables.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't like kids with peanut allergies, do you?
Who does?
They're weird. I had a friend when I was little who had a peanut allergy, and it was real.
It was real. So everyone else's problem. That's my problem with it.
Yeah,
you're not. You don't put that on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
Don't tread on me with that peanut allergy.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna
snake wrapped around a peanut.
I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put peanut butter in the super soaker, and you're gonna like it.
Or you'll die.
Yep. No, it'll be fine. You know what I've been thinking about you, Kenny, is that your throat is way too open. Let's fix that. Squirt, 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 and you're done.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Later.
Lates, totes, lates.
Totes, lates. So, Chris, I'm a student of speech.
Okay, I'll go with it.
Okay. I just the way that people talk is interesting to me, right?
I'll allow it.
Yeah. Accents and dialects and just vocal trends throughout the throughout the ages. Just because
ticks.
Yeah, ticks of some kind, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. But there's some study coming out from Southern California, and it's spreading around that people are starting to talk like Valley girls all the time. Now, that last one didn't count, but what they're saying is it's not just young girls in the SoCal area. It's spreading in an outbreak-like fashion that people are ending their sentences on higher notes, as if they're asking a question.
Stupid.
Kind of. And they're saying like there's a benefit. So if you are not done talking, you can hold the floor better if you sound like you're asking a question. So it's just if you don't bring some finality to what you say, people are going to be less inclined to cut in. Right?
You're gonna die.
No, that would be my response. But you're gonna die? Then you're talking to Axl Rose. Come on. Yeah. So they tested this. It was pretty. I don't want to go through the testing, but this is indicative of what scientists, especially in social sciences, call change from below, which is change that comes from groups that are not paid an awful lot of attention to. And usually what they're saying is that young women are often the agents of change. So if you look at young women, like what they're doing, you can predict what the newest trends are going to be, such as the next big one that's going to take over is vocal fry, which is being popularized in the media by a bunch of people whose names I don't know. Is Kesha a thing? Is that a lady?
Vocal what?
Vocal fry.
Okay,
which is young women who are
Kesha's a thing.
Kesha's a thing. They also cite a Kardashian in this,
probably.
Yeah. But the idea is it's not so strange for men to do it because a low voice is a symptom of power, right, or a sign of power.
You're gonna die.
No. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, young women, especially young female college students, are starting to include this, which is putting in stuff like that. So like growling sounds, like just like low frequency clicks and let's say holding things a little bit too long, which is usually it's considered to be a speech impediment because it actually damages the vocal cords by putting lesions on it. But yeah. Look out for young women following Kesh $us and the Kardashians' lead.
Where does Gaga stand on this?
You know what? I think that she does not. I think that Gaga is no longer relevant. I think she's fighting for relevance, but her army of little monsters is getting littler and littler every day.
What about Jenny from the Block?
Oh, she's out there selling cologne. She might as well be Betty White. Like
her cologne's on clearance at Walmart.
I know, as celebrity cologne often does. But you think like a pop star trying to sound sultry, you know. But,
I need a minute.
You do? Okay, cool. I'll put it in a marker. You can go work that out, and we can go
Gotcha.
back. Cool. You done?
Nope, can't get it up.
Okay, that's a thing. But yeah, vocal fry, it's a thing. I'm guilty of it, but that's just because, you know, I tend to trail off.
Because I don't care what anybody thinks.
Nope. Fuck all y'all.
Hmm.
I'm a student of speech, Chris.
Yeah. According to a recent study, sharks like to swim up on humans from behind, leading researchers to ask, why don't we call it shark style?
What?
No. The study, they had research volunteers kneel on the seafloor for hours, staring straight ahead, while the interactions of reef sharks were videotaped from above. And they found that sharks would rather sneak up on people from behind than face to face.
Okay, that just makes perfect sense. A shark is nature's assassin, right? A shark, yeah. So, like, just because it is a finely tuned predator killing machine, like the predator, it's going to want to sneak up, and it is very aware of what everything around it is aware of. You know, I don't think that you need to have a Samuel L. Jackson munching super shark a la Deep Blue Sea to like teach them how to kill, right? I think that they know how to kill like internally. You know, you get these sharks that know how to open doors. That's one thing. But I think that sneaking up on somebody is, you know, that is predation 101.
I don't know. I mean, I just wondered. They say that they're not sure whether it's just because they're curious or whether it's that they have a malicious intent.
Well, they're sharks. They're dead-eyed, awful things. Huh.
Leading me to wonder, how do sharks do it?
I think it's telepathically.
Probably.
Yeah.
They are of the devil.
Yeah. And everybody knows that sharks and crows talk to each other telepathically. They're just not close enough to each other most times. It's usually over SeaWorld while they're torturing those orcas.
Stare me in the eyes. We're doing this shark style.
Ugh. I saw an animated GIF of a shark pooping. It was real crazy. It was kind of like a
goldfish.
No, like that would make more sense to me. Like if it was just a little, you know, let's say like Tootsie Roll kind of thing dangling from its butt. But no, it was like these researchers, and they were in this cage, and the shark swam by, and then like a spy car, like something from the Green Hornet or James Bond or something, just this big, massive green cloud came out of its backside. And these researchers were just surrounded by this cloud of shark shit. Yeah.
That's not something you do every day.
Get shit on by a shark? Some people would pay good money for that.
I would.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saving my change for.
Yeah, no, it's my rainy day fund. Oh man. So this was a thing, and it's sad that I didn't know it was a thing until it went away. But you're aware of drones, right? This is another thing that passed by while we were on our little break, which was Amazon's whole let's do the 30-minute drone delivery of small items. So when you need that cell phone charger, you can order this, and you just have to hope that the marauding bands of meth addicts don't perch up on the roofs of their hovels and shoot them down with shotguns and strip the copper in order to sell for scrap. But you get it, and it's and then it goes away. And Amazon did this in order to push legislation through, which was like, hey, let us use drones in airspace above 400 feet for commercial purposes. It's totally legit, guys. Totally legit. But there were some pioneering companies, especially one up in Minnesota, that was catering specifically to ice fishers. The local brewery Lake Maid was sending beer out with drones to ice fishers in Minnesota so that they wouldn't have to leave their huts in order to go get their beer, which obviously it's not ice fishing if you're not ripped.
Well, I mean, really, how else is fishing fun?
I don't know. I occasionally think, like, how expensive would a fishing reel be And if I went out to fish, like if I got in the boat and went to fish, would it be intolerable to me?
Probably.
I mean, if it was a nice enough day, you go out, I probably wouldn't be like out all day. I'd probably really be bad at it because I wouldn't go out at 5 a.m. like you're supposed to, because that's fish party time. It's when they're down to fuck. Telepathically, of course. Yeah, down to fish. But yeah, beer drones. And there's a whole bunch of people in that area who are saying, well, if drones are going to be used for this, I'm totally fine with drones. Sign me up. Never, let alone that you got these Snapchat drones going out there getting dick pics of people and sending them out to be viewed 6 seconds at a time.
Dick pics.
Yeah, dick pic drones from Snapchat. I don't know. But there are so many things that are like that, which are just go to a store, you dummy, that if it was available to me to press a button and have it brought to me, it would be totally fine.
Well, here's the problem is that we used to try stuff before we implemented things. We would, have tests and trials and research, and then we would do something. But instead of that now, we just unleash it and see what happens.
Yeah, what was it? GPS was in use for 30 years before it became a consumer thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like Clinton in the 90s said, let's actually give access to GPS satellites, like the actual real accurate signal to non-military use. And then that also took a decade for people to get TomToms into their car. And now everybody's walking around with a GPS tracking device that is watching them playing, Angry Birds.
Yeah, I mean, and it was all researched with the idea that, okay, does this A, make people violate each other, or B, is it okay that people not violate each other by using this?
Yeah.
I mean, right?
So
that's kind of what it boils down to.
Can people exploit this? Let's check it out and see what kind of impact this could possibly have on society.
Yeah. I mean, in here, just for instance, this kind of works into a story, which is why I said what I said. It's kind of what we do here. In that, in World War II, they had a program out asking people in a state that I'm trying to find right now, Minnesota, will you starve that they be better fed? They were seeking hundreds of conscientious objectors. They found 36 healthy men who were selected, one of which commented that they wanted to identify with the suffering in the world at the time. Yeah. So what they did is they took these dudes in 1944 at the University of Minnesota and set them on a diet of 1,400 calories per day for 6 months, mainly of root vegetables, which were a mainstay, mimicking what people were eating on the front in Europe.
Okay.
The results were disastrous. Men began by struggling to concentrate, then fights broke out. Some men experienced serious depression, with several sent to the hospital, including one who'd cut off 3 of his fingers with a hatchet.
Just cuz?
I don't know whether he ate them or not. I really don't.
Oh man, have you had these Steve fingers? They're delicious.
Oh my goodness!
Do you want honey mustard or barbecue?
Holy cow! Better than chicken fries. Eventually, subjects reported being too weak to open heavy doors as they grew emaciated. Their hair fell out and their heart rates dropped. After a 3-month recovery period, hardly anyone felt they'd recuperated, and some subjects continued obsessive eating for a year.
I mean, that just sounds like torture. So what were they trying to glean from that? What were they trying to learn?
They were trying to see what soldiers on the front in wintry, Europe and Germany and all that stuff, what they were going through and how to combat it.
Oh, okay. So it was just the general suffering of always being pinned down by Fritz that overrode any any of the real suffering that they were getting by not having a real diet, right?
Well, they could have just asked basement girls.
What?
They could have asked basement girls what it was like to be constantly pinned down by Fritz.
Oh.
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
So, Chris, do you want me to tell them what they can do?
I wish you would.
Okay, cool. So you can go to the newly redesigned Duckfeed.tv and access our full back catalog. If this is your first episode, you can go back and get up to speed. Generally, the show is evergreen, so we invite you to do that as we start getting stuff out on a more regular basis as life becomes more predictable and we get back to entertaining your asses. From there, you can also do a bunch of other cool stuff. You can join the conversation on Facebook, which is where a lot of people were reaching out to us to make sure that we are still alive. But yeah, that is facebook.com/those-damn-Ross-Kids. And also, if you have a story or a comment or whatever, that is duckfeed.tv/contact. And if you would like to support the network and you're going to be buying something off of Amazon, just head over to duckfeed.tv/tipjar and use that link. There is one for both the United States and the UK. So if you're in the UK and you want to hit up that Amazon style, that right there is the way to go. Chris, did I forget anything?
You got it all.
Oh, also iTunes. Go in there, subscribe, like, and rate and review. Cool. Yeah. Well, it was real fun being back. I'm looking forward to more.
Let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, America.
Sorry.